In a crowded city where glass towers reached for the sky and neon lights never dimmed, there lived a young man named Arav. He was 24, freshly graduated, and full of dreams. But like most people his age, his dreams had a single direction: money. Arav believed money was everything. If he could earn enough, he thought, happiness, respect, and freedom would follow. So he worked tirelessly, juggling 2 jobs, picking up side gigs, and sacrificing sleep for overtime. His pockets had some cash, but his heart carried exhaustion. Still, he convinced himself this is the price of success. One evening, after another long shift, Arav sat in a cafe, his eyes heavy, but his mind still racing. On the table beside him sat an elderly man with silver hair, dressed simply but with a certain calmness that radiated confidence. The old man was sipping tea slowly, as if he had all the time in the world. Arav couldn't help but notice the difference between them. Why does he look so at peace? Well, I feel like I'm drowning. Out of curiosity, Arav struck up a conversation. "Sir," he said with hesitation, "you look different. Everyone here seems rushed, but you seem calm. May I ask, what do you do?" The man looked at Arav and smiled. "I make money work for me." Arav frowned. "What does that even mean? Everyone I know works hard to earn money. How can money work for you?" The old man leaned back, his eyes sharp yet kind. That is the problem of your generation. You chase money like it is a butterfly, always running, always panting. But butterflies come to those who stand still, patient, and prepared. Intrigued, Arav leaned closer. "Then how do I learn this? How do I stop chasing?" The man extended his hand. "My name is Mr. Dev. If you're serious, come see me tomorrow morning at my home. Bring nothing but your questions." The next day, Arav arrived at Mr. Dev's modest but beautiful home. There were no golden gates, no flashy cars, just a simple house surrounded by a lush garden. Inside, shelves were lined with books, and the walls were filled with paintings of mountains and rivers. "Welcome," Mr. Dev said. "Before we talk about money, let me ask, why do you want it so badly?" Arav was caught off guard. "Well, to be successful, to have freedom, to live well. Isn't that what money gives?" Mr. Dev nodded slowly. "Yes, money can give those things, but not when you chase it blindly." "Do you know what happens when you chase money?" Arav shook his head. "You lose yourself," Mr. Dev said firmly. "You trade your health for it, your peace for it, your relationships for it, and when you finally hold it in your hands, you realize you have no time or energy left to enjoy it." Chasing money is like drinking salt water. The more you drink, the thirstier you become. Arav swallowed hard. The words hit too close to home. Mr. Dev took Arav outside into the garden. Rows of vegetables and fruit trees grew neatly under the sun. "Look at these," Mr. Dev said. "I don't chase after fruits every day. I planted seeds, I nurtured them, and now the fruits come to me." Money works the same way. Don't run after it. Plant seeds, skills, knowledge, investments, value to others. Then money will come to you, again and again, like these fruits. Arav nodded slowly. "So you're saying instead of working harder, I should work smarter?" "Smarter, yes, but also with patience. Too many young men chase quick money, forgetting that real wealth grows quietly, like these trees." Inside the house, Mr. Dev handed Arav a notebook. "Write this down. Money is a servant, not a master. When money controls you, you make decisions out of fear and greed. But when you control money, it becomes a tool for freedom, creativity, and service." He continued, Ask yourself, every rupee you earn, where does it go? Does it vanish on things that only impress others? Or does it work for you, building, multiplying, freeing you from worry? Arav thought of his credit card bills, the gadgets he bought, the expensive dinners to fit in. For the first time, he felt ashamed. "Come with me," Mr. Dev said. He led Arav to a workshop in the back of his house. Inside were young people working, some carving wood, others designing on laptops, some packing small boxes. "These are my apprentices. They don't work for me. They work for themselves. I teach them how to create value. Some make furniture, some design clothes, some run online businesses. The principle is the same. Create value, solve problems, and money will chase you." He looked at Arav. "You see, the world does not pay you for your time. It pays you for the value you bring. Stop selling hours. Start building solutions." Weeks passed. Arav visited Mr. Dev every morning, learning not just about money, but about life. He learned to budget, to track where his money went, and to direct it with intention. He learned about investments, that instead of spending every rupee, he could let it grow in businesses, stocks, or assets. He learned about mindset, that wealth was not about having more, but needing less. And most importantly, he learned about purpose, that money was powerful only when used for building, creating, and giving. Slowly, Arav changed. He no longer worked overtime just to fill his pockets. Instead, he began building skills, starting small projects, and investing in ideas that could outlive his labor. Months later, Arav faced a choice. His boss offered him a promotion with double the salary, but it came with longer hours, more stress, and no time for himself. The old Arav would have grabbed it instantly. But the new Arav paused. He asked himself, will this make money work for me, or will I be working harder for money? He declined politely. Instead, he launched a small online service he had been working on under Mr. Dev's guidance. At first, it was slow, but gradually it grew. Soon, the income from his project surpassed his old salary, and best of all, it worked even when he wasn't. For the first time, Arav felt free. One evening, Arav sat with Mr. Dev in the garden, watching the sunset. "Sir," he said gratefully, "you've changed my life, but tell me, what is the greatest lesson about money?" Mr. Dev smiled. "Is that it was never about money. It was always about freedom. Money is only a tool. If you serve it, you will always be a slave. If you master it, you will always be free." Years passed. Arav grew into a successful entrepreneur, not the kind who flashed wealth, but the kind who created it for others too. His business provided jobs, his investments grew steadily, and his time was his own. When young people asked him, "How did you become successful?" Arav would smile and say, "I stopped chasing money. I learned to make it work for me. And once I did, I realized the real treasure wasn't money. It was the life I could finally live." Don't chase money. It will always outrun you. Plant seeds, build skills, create value, invest wisely. Let money serve you, not enslave you. True wealth is freedom, not figures. Remember this, you don't get rich by running faster. You get rich by building a system where money runs for you.